حلقتنا النهارده عن المتاحف، ولما نتكلم عن المتاحف مفيش غير مصر اللي فيها اعظم متاحف. ده مش رايي، ده راي الاجانب اللي هنشوفهم وهنقابلهم النهارده. يا ترى شايفين المتحف المصري ازاي؟ مش المتحف المصري بس اللي في مصر، في متاحف في كل انحاء الجمهوريه، خاصه بعد نقل المومياوات لمتحف الحضاره، وايضا المتحف المصري الكبير اللي هيبقى حدث رائع بعد افتتاحه. كل ده هنتعرف عليه، وهنتعرف على قيمه المتاحف المصريه من خلال لقائتنا مع الاجانب. فتابعونا من داخل المتحف المصري. المتحف المصري نلتقي مع اثنين من الزوار مصر هنتعرف عليهم اكتر. Nice to meet you. Would you please introduce yourself, your name?
I'm Silvia, coming from Italy. Hi.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Gianvito, coming from Italy too.
Is it your first time in Egypt?
It is first
Really?
time. Yeah. We're touring a bit in Cairo and then moving to Sharm el Sheikh.
Have you been to different places, different countries for the sake of tourism or not?
No, actually this is the first time in this area. We've been traveling a bit in Europe though, but not here.
What are the countries in Europe?
All of them pretty much. If we exclude just the Scandinavia, we traveled a bit around Europe, I would say all of it.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm from Italy. We travel.
Different places, different countries? For sake of tourism?
Yeah. We are here for tourism. Yeah. We travel for tourism in Europe, and this is my first time in the area outer of Europe.
Gorgeous. So, what are the places you're planning to visit in Egypt?
Well, we're moving to Sharm el Sheikh after Cairo. In Cairo, we're planning to see the souk, the mosques, and we have a tour organized to Alexandria the day after tomorrow. And then we're going to take some sun and some sun bath in Sharm el Sheikh for the last part of the tour. We're going back.
Do you consider that this day for your visit, is it in the middle or the beginning, or
You mean if
the day? Is it the second day?
this is the third day.
Third.
We arrived on Friday. Then we had the tour on the pyramids and Sphinx yesterday. And tomorrow is the third day, and we were really looking forward to seeing the museum and something more about Cairo, except of the organized tours.
How many museums have you visited in Egypt? Is it the first one?
Yeah, this is the first one in Egypt. We have seen the Egyptian museum in Italy though, but this is the first one here.
Our episode is talking about museum all over the world. What are the most famous museum in your country, in Italy?
In Italy, we have the Egyptian Museum in Turin, and also
You have Egyptian museum.
yeah,
It's a big one.
and also the Vatican Museum in Rome.
And Pitti in Florence, I would say these are the main ones.
All it related to antiquities, Greek and Roman?
Well, not only. There's a lot from Renaissance.
Renaissance age.
In Pitti, and then Roman and Vatican's there's Renaissance, and also from Roman.
So arts, painting?
Indeed, yeah.
Gorgeous. So we're talking about how could we estimate the museum. If I'd like to know what's your impression about this museum? What you find moderate, what you find distinguished, or you don't like?
Okay. Well, the museum is gorgeous. There's a lot of beautiful things that we don't have the chance to see in Italy. If I can, maybe some more explanations close to the findings, because we didn't get the chance to take the audio guide, because it's only for groups from 6 people up, and we're just 2, so we couldn't book that. And we wanted to look at the different explanations of all the findings, but some of them have not. So we're forced to check on the Google. That's the thing.
You need more labels.
Yes, it would be good. Yeah.
In your language, or English is fine?
English is fine. Yeah.
Do you have a lot of photos here?
Yeah, we took some photos of what we cannot see written down, so we can see the explanation on it on Wikipedia and the internet.
You need more information. The labels should have more.
Would be good. Yeah. I think that's the only one missing.
Is it better to listening to it through headphones or to read?
Possibly to listen to it, but we were not given the chance because we're just 2. But writing is fine. If there is, writing is fine. Audio guides are better.
We still have a lot of museum you should visit. Is the Grand Museum not open yet? But there is the National Museum, and which have the mummies. We have the mummies transmitted to the National Museum. Don't miss this.
So the mummies are there. Because
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
wondering about that.
No, the mummies is there and transfer is a great celebration.
Right. Okay. So
The national one in Fustat.
we need to check on it. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. At the end, I'd like you to send a message about Egypt to your colleagues in your country. First in Italian language, talk to your colleagues, and then she translates.
Ciao a tutti, venite in Egitto, è un bel posto, e ci sono tante cose da vedere, tanta storia e anche buon cibo da assaggiare.
So hi everyone. Please come to Egypt. Great things to see. Great places. Great people and great food. So a lot of attractions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too, bye bye.
نتكلم عن المتاحف وأهمية المتاحف والجرعة الثقافية اللي بياخدها السائح لما يزور المتاحف، خاصة المتحف المصري. أكيد المتاحف في كافة بلاد العالم ليها أهمية، ده اللي هنعرفه من خلال لقائنا مع ضيوفنا من رومانيا. Nice to meet you. Welcome, lady. Would you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. I am from Romania. Mihaela.
I'm Rado. I'm also from Romania.
Welcome in Egypt. First visit or you have been here before?
It's first visit in Egypt. We find it fascinating.
Is it too late?
Too late?
I mean that most people come to Egypt because it's the cradle of civilization and they like to visit before. I think you travel abroad different places?
Yeah. We visit.
What other countries?
Well, we visited most of the Europe, and
Because it's close to Romania.
yeah, it's easier to travel. But now we thought to also visit other
East.
continents. Yeah.
Who suggests Egypt to be your destination?
I am here at the university. I have a collaboration with Badr University in Cairo.
Gorgeous.
It is very nice university. They have a great university, a great campus, very nice university.
So, what about museums? Our episode is talking about museums. How many museums have you visited all over the world? Could you mention the names of the best museums you visited?
Maybe the great museum was Louvre in Paris.
Wow.
We like very much.
Yeah, we visited museums in different countries like London or France, and we found Louvre to be the best so far. So we were curious about how museums are here in the native country of Egypt, where all the history was made.
What made you think that Louvre is the best? Is it the labels, the paintings, the pieces?
Well, for us, it's very important to be organized, like to know exactly how to take the tour and how to visit different sections, so you know exactly what's...
Good directions.
Yeah, good direction is very important. Also, the fact that you have here a very easy way to get the tickets was very important, because we were anxious to see how can we buy the tickets, do we have to exchange money and so on. So the fact that we could pay with card was very nice for us. So we just went, paid with the card, and we can enter. So that was great.
Do you think that the way of display and exhibition is good enough, or it needs more organizations, for example, a different schedule?
So we went to the new museum as well here in Cairo, and we liked very...
The National Museum,
Yeah. That's,
where the mum is.
yeah.
Have you visited the mummies?
Yeah.
What's your impression?
Ramses, the best conserved, very best preserved. They were very...
Yeah, so we liked very much there that we had orientation guides on the floor, and also the tickets with the explanation that...
The labels.
Yeah, the labels were very important. And the fact that...
Is it enough explanation, or need more details?
Well, you don't have time to read a lot for each exhibit, so it's enough. I think it's enough, yeah.
Some people say we need more information.
Well, you can also read more online or so, but
It's better, yeah.
museum,
The time,
you cannot stay and read a lot in one place. So
you catch the places and the sites.
yeah.
What are the places in Egypt you'd like to visit, and put in mind that I can't miss this place before backing to my country?
The pyramid.
Pyramids, you haven't been there?
Not yet, but I hope we'll see them.
You need the best photos there.
Yeah, well, on Thursday we are planning to go to the pyramids and also see the Sphinx. And then earlier in the week we are planning to see the Red Sea. So we also want to go there.
Do you have time to visit Hurghada, Sharm el-Sheikh, Red Sea, Mediterranean, North Coast, something like that?
Not this time. Not this time. We'll go. We'll come next time. So this time will be Cairo and the Red Sea.
A few days.
Yeah,
How many days?
7 days.
Yeah, not enough. I know. So the lady was talking to me about the food. What about the Egyptian food?
Very good, very tasty. We like it. We enjoy the food.
We had that kushri. Yeah, we liked it. We like also that it's vegetarian, so we enjoyed it. Like
It's healthy.
yeah. And you could choose the level of spiciness. So it was
You like spicy food?
yeah. But you could choose. So it's not very spicy. You put as much as you want, like spices.
What are the best food which more famous in your country, in Romania?
Well, I think the most it's one called sarmale, but
What is the ingredients, the content?
it's also with rice and meat, and it's rolled in cabbage. So, yeah,
We have mahshi close to it.
yeah.
You know mahshi?
We
It's stuffed cabbage and stuffed leaves of grapes and just rolled with rice
Exactly.
and maybe mince's meat.
yeah. So it's not only specific to Romania. I guess all these Eastern or
I'm sure it's different taste. So finally, we would like you to send a message to your people in your country in your language, and he will translate. A message about Egypt.
În românește, very... Yeah. Trebuie să veniți să vizitați Egiptul. Este o țară foarte frumoasă, plină de istorie. Este o țară diferită față de România.
ne-am simțit foarte bine aici în Egipt. E o țară în care puteți vedea o grămadă de lucruri din istoria îndepărtată pe care, din păcate, în România nu o avem.
If I ask you to translate what she said and what you said in English,
Oh, so she oh, sorry. So
the whole concept.
yeah, so she was inviting other Romanians to come because it's a very nice country and with very old history and a lot of places to see.
الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ضيوفنا جم يزوروا المتحف المصري. يا ترى إيه المتاحف اللي زاروها وإيه رأيهم في المتاحف؟ ده اللي هنعرفه. Nice to meet you. Just an introduction about the museums as a whole. I'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Sure, Donnie Baker of Washington, D.C.
My name is Ryan Jones from Wilmington, Delaware.
Welcome in Egypt.
Aisha Crawford from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, welcome, and I'm happy to have you in my program. It's talking about tourism, and this is episode in particular talking about the museums. So, first of all, I'd like to know how many days have you been in Egypt, and is it a long visit or not?
Yeah, we just arrived one day. It's going to be a long visit, at least a week or so.
Just one day,
Yeah, sure.
and you choose the museum. Maybe before pyramids.
We have a guide. We have a guide. We're going to the pyramids next to the ATV.
The guide who recommends you to come.
Miss Fatma.
Fatma, gorgeous, gorgeous.
We love her. Gorgeous. Her and her sister Summer. They're somewhere around here.
And what about pyramids?
Well, we're excited to see them. You know, we've been learning a lot about.
Not yet.
No, we haven't seen them yet, but we've been learning.
Third day or fourth day.
We're
Later
seeing-
today.
So, of course, you have a lot of opportunity because you are from the United States of America. So you have opportunities to visit a different museum, right? So, can you remember what is the museum you have been and what you like most and so on? So,
Well, this is the only museum that we've actually gone to so far, and the artifacts here are just amazing. They're mind-blowing. We're really happy to have the opportunity to see history being preserved in such a way.
but maybe there is a certain way in organizing the museums, and maybe you have experience to visit another museum, or is it your first museum in all your life?
Yes, I visited other museums in America as well.
What are the names?
So many.
Don't remember?
Can't remember. No, I'm going to remember this one. Though.
It's the most distinguished.
This is the most distinguished of all. Yes, yes.
Do you think that the way of displaying the antiquities and the exhibition is good enough, or do you have another recommendation?
Oh no, I think that everything is great. I love how everything is set up, and the lighting on it is really nice. No, I think you guys are doing an excellent job, and it's such beautiful colors, and yeah, it was a great experience.
Do you remember the most distinguished piece of antiquities here?
I like the papyrus paper. I think that's my favorite so far. That and the mummies.
متاحف وآراء ضيوف مصر في المتاحف، بنتكلم مع اتنين من اليابان. أكيد المتاحف في اليابان ليها طابع خاص، ده اللي هنعرفه منهم. Nice to meet you. Welcome in Egypt.
My name is Yusuke. Nice to meet you.
From where in Japan?
Tokyo.
Hi, I'm Meisei. I'm also from Tokyo. Nice to meet
Welcome, capital.
Yes.
So we'd like to know about how long you have been in Egypt.
For a week?
Yes, about a week. Yes.
For the sake of tourism or work?
For tourism. Yes.
Tourism. I think you've been in two different countries for the sake of tourism.
Yes, we have.
Can you mention the countries?
Maybe I have actually lived in other countries such as the UK, and I lived in Dubai as well. And in terms of tourism, I've been to like many countries, including Italy, many parts of Europe and Asia. Yes.
I've been to.
Living in United Kingdom also?
No. I've been living. Tokyo for 18 years. So yeah. But I've been UK and Germany and French. Yeah, France. For trips. Yeah.
A very important touristic country.
Yes.
So when we're talking about the type of tourists, some tourists like to go to entertainment for the sea, Red Sea here and the Mediterranean, and others maybe for the antiquities. So some people care about museum, and the first place they go, they're searching for museum. What are the type of you?
I really enjoy the history, so we've been traveling through Egypt to Luxor and Aswan, and we've been able to go to like many historical sites in Egypt. So I really liked the history in terms of tourism. Yeah, I like the historical sites and artifacts like this museum. Yes.
So you visit a lot of museums.
Yes, I have.
Do you remember the most prominent museum attracts you or grab your attention?
Well, the British Museum.
Of course, and it have pieces from Egypt.
Yes, the Rosetta Stone. Yes, lots of Egyptian pieces as well. Yes, it was very big. It was amazing. Yes.
You have a photo for it?
I don't know. It's very long. It was a very long time ago, so I don't have a picture. Yes,
what other museums you have visited and very prominent for you? Tokyo?
Exactly.
I need you to mention a museum in Japan and how far they may organize it and what is the most prominent in this museum. Do you remember?
Oh, in Japan, then there's a national museum. There's a few. So
What is the contents?
Oh, so it varies. There's some Japanese artifacts like the Age of the Samurai, for example. There's a lot of artifacts from that time, but I think the difference between this museum and the museum in Japan
What is the difference?
is that I think the number of artifacts is just so many in this country, whereas in Japan it's not as much as this. Like there's a lot of artifacts, like the time span. The Egyptian, the history of Egypt is very long, right? So there's a lot of artifacts from many different ages, whereas in Japan I think it's a bit more less in terms of numbers of artifacts.
Have you listened about Oasis in Egypt?
No, we don't know about that.
You will miss it. It's very rural places and have a lot of natural views.
Yes. We haven't been there. We've only been to the major cities in Egypt, so yes.
When I ask you about this museum, what you like most here?
We just came now. We just entered, so we're.
I think as a Japanese people, you read a lot before coming.
Oh well, yes, yes.
You have a book. I'm sure.
Yes.
So what is you have read here and searching for it now?
Well, we're looking for the mummies, maybe.
Unfortunately, the mummies have been transmitted to the National Museum.
Oh, yes, there's a new museum. Yes, there's a big one. Yes, I was looking forward to that, but it's not opened yet. Yes.
It's open. There is a national museum, not the grand museum, and have mummies, have a section for all the mummies which was here.
Okay.
So I recommend you to visit it. It's in Fostat.
Yes, thank you.
What is the message in Japan? You don't know Japanese?
Yeah, of course I don't.
So I need you send a message in Japanese to your Japanese people about Egypt and about museum. What could you tell them?
エジプト最高。
Very short message.
みんなぜひ来てください。
Yes, so Egypt is amazing. You should definitely come to the museums. It's amazing, the artifacts, yes.
What can you add?
Adding on, I would like to say you have to come here to really feel the Egyptian, the history. You can't just read it in books or in videos. You have to really come here to actually get the feel of the history. Yes.
The truth is different.
Yes, if you come in person, it's very different.
Thank you. حلقتنا لكن جولاتنا لن تنتهي ابدا، دايما بناخدكم في اماكن سياحيه متنوعه وبنناقش موضوعات سياحيه مهمه، سواء كانت اهميه المتاحف او علم الايجيبتولوجي، والكثير من الموضوعات بنطرحها. حلقتنا النهارده كانت من داخل المتحف المصري. الى اللقاء وحلقه جديده ومكان جديد.